Hey, what up? This big ghetto. I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home, went to pick him up. Mom, we can get mans, I'm riding with a
All right, so we off the porch with Peezy for a very special edition, man. So Peezy, just go ahead and tell the folks where we at exactly, man.
Well, we on Cedar Grove, off one of the porches I jumped off of. Like, I wanted to bring y'all to actually the porch, you feel what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel that.
So, yeah.
And this is on the east side of Detroit, right?
Yeah, 48205.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this actual house, is this the house you grew up in, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
This the actual house me and my mama grew up in right here.
Okay.
So it's a couple of them, but this like the main one.
Okay. So it was just you and your mom in this house, or who else was in there?
Everybody. This nigga right here in this truck, this burgundy truck right here was there with us. And all these niggas you see, this old nigga right here. My other oldest brother out here somewhere.
Yeah.
A bunch of everybody, really, for real.
Okay. Yeah. So like, going back to your childhood, man, like what was it like growing up here on Cedar Grove then, man? Like what were some of the things that you were seeing at a young age?
It was family oriented, but it was like a lot of shit, like hustling going on, regular shit. But just my whole family live on this one street, so it was like regular, you know what I mean? So, but just the same shit that go on in everybody neighborhood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regular shit.
So who else in your family, like what other houses down here did you guys have? Like your uncle was staying here? Who else was?
Shit, damn near every house on the block, except for like, I mean, a lot of them got torn down and shit, but damn near every house on the block, damn near.
Really?
Yeah, my grandma owned a lot of these houses on this street too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, coming back today, how does Cedar Grove compare to when you were growing up then? How
it's
much has it
different.
changed?
It changed a lot because, all right, when I was growing up, we had a lot of houses over here, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people in jail and shit too, but for the most part, the neighborhood ain't the same because it's like vacant now. When I was growing up, all this shit looked nice and shit.
Really? When did things start to go down like that way? It was becoming more and more vacant here.
I don't know, I'd probably say like around like 2005 or 6, something like that up in there.
So it's been a while then, huh?
Yeah.
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 Is there any chance of you like buying back the block and kind of building it back up? Is that even like a goal for you?
I bought this house right here for my mama, and then I bought another one down the street. And then, like I said, my grandma owned a few of these houses over here and shit too.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
We damn near own this shit anyway. But I had bought my mama 2 of them though, just so she can have them first. So.
Okay, that's dope, man. So is that like important to you to kind of like rebuild the community, rebuild the neighborhood
I
here?
wouldn't say rebuild the community. I just say like just have some property on the block I grew up on. So a nigga ain't just repping it for nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, understood.
Cause we grew up over here, so we gotta have something for us.
Nah, definitely, man. So when would you say you did jump off the porch? How old were you, Peezy?
I can't say an age, bro. I've been out here a long time. I'm 33. I've been over here my whole life, so I don't know. You probably had to ask one of these guys. I don't know.
Okay.
I was young, probably about, I don't know, man, 11, 10, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of shit for a long time, so actually doing shit myself though, I like 13, 14, just fucking around, just, you know what I'm saying, just, I don't know, probably like around 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you end up finishing school or did you drop out?
I dropped out of school in the 11th grade. I was staying on the west side, then I came back over here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So for people that never been to Detroit, like the west side, east side, how do they compare? Is it different?
For me, it's different.
How so?
Because my 2 sides of the family different. So my daddy's side of the family, working people, and my mom's side of the family, like street people.
Okay. So your dad's from the west side then?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was it like when you moved over there to the west side for a little bit then?
It was way different from growing up over here because it was like, well, none of this shit that you see over here going on over there. So it was like, you go from being spoiled to, catching the bus to school and shit. So my grandma was like raising like 10 of us.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine how that was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So were you eager to come back to the east side then, to Cedar Grove, or?
I wasn't eager because I was down there like catching the bus back and forth the whole time I was staying over there. So when I dropped out, I just came back officially.
Okay. So were you working like a regular job then, or were you just in the streets at the time?
No, I ain't had no job. And I wasn't really in the street, like really doing nothing at the time because I had just got out of school. So when I moved back over here, I just settled in for a minute, then started fucking around.
Okay, okay. Now when it comes to the music, how'd you get into making music then?
like 2006. I told this story a few times with me and my best friend Soda.
Okay.
I had one day I was walking down the street, his big brother came to get me, and he was going to get him from school. So when we got there, he was going to the studio, took me with him, and that was the first day I made a song, and I ain't never stopped rapping since then.
Did you have any intentions of being a rapper before that day? Did you even were you freestyling like here on the porch or anything? Or
It's funny because when I was in school, like right before I dropped out, I had got suspended, and I wrote a song about it. And I ain't know I can write, you know what I'm saying? But I wrote a song about the whole event, so that's kind of like how I knew I could rap a little bit.
Okay.
But when he took me to the studio that day and I made the song, I knew it was on. I ain't never stopped rapping after that.
So you fell in love with it right away then?
I was already in love with music because I used to listen to battle rap and shit a lot.
For real?
You know what I mean? Like Smack and the URL shit. Well, URL went out back then, but Smack.
Okay.
So I was already in love with music. Then, you know, I grew up on Jay-Z and all that type shit. So I grew up in like, you know, the Def Jam and the Rockefeller and all that shit era. So I was young listening to music.
Okay. The battle rap, is that culture like still really big here in Detroit?
I mean, you got Calico and a few big guys here, but it was like never really big here in the city though.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? But the culture, we affected by the culture though, because there's guys here who do it.
Yeah.
But it ain't like Detroit, not like a battle rap. It
Okay.
ain't like a battle rap state. It's hot as fuck out here too, because we really outside.
We really outside. You see the bugs and everything. So going back to your boy Soda, man, like just kind of talk about like you guys' friendship and what type of person he was.
Soda was funny. He was young, he was funny. He grew up down the street with me his whole life. He ain't had no kids, had a bunch of girls, you know, just flashy, young. You know what I'm saying? We all just wanted a little money and grew up fast a little bit, you know what I mean? But he was funny, he was young. Cool guy, just like to dress, wear loud colors, you know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah, I think that. So Team Eastside, go ahead and break that down. Like who was all in Team Eastside? How'd you guys form up to be an actual group back then?
Team Eastside. Okay, so me and Snoop grew up down the street from each other. I knew Lil Perry down there basically my whole life. He went to school with Dame. Dame made the beats and shit, so basically Perry brought Dame around. Snoop came with me, and you know, we grew up with Ray. Then my man Lou used to be around the corner on right on Troster at the corner. So we all pretty much grew up together, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, Dame was making the beats, but before Team Eastside, we was rapping together.
Okay.
And then this one day, like Dame came with this beat, and it kind of sounded like some West Side, like, you know, the Dope Boys was rapping before us, so he came with this beat, and it sounded like they beat, and I didn't want to rap on it. So Ray and Reek ended up getting on it, and Dame. And when they put the shit out, it blew up on Twitter.
Oh shit.
And everybody was like Team Eastside, like Team Eastside, pound Team Eastside and shit. So we just ran with the name because they basically gave it to us.
Okay. So that was just something that they had kind of coined for you.
Yeah, we
guys,
ain't come up with no name. They gave it to us because it was like Twitter was like going crazy with the pound Team Eastside shit because we was all from the Eastside and we ain't had no name.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? And the name of the song was called Eastside Where the Real Money At.
Okay.
So they just basically gave us the name and we ran with it.
Yeah. Did you guys know anything about like the music business at that time, or were you guys just recording songs?
No, we was just recording down the street in my auntie basement down there. We didn't really know much about the shit. We was just having fun with it at first, you know what I'm saying? But we knew we was on to some shit because the whole city was fucking with us.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to your uncle before, and he was talking about like the basement over there. Like, what were those studio sessions like back then?
My auntie used to really like. Well, she wasn't fucking with it at first, but you know she was fucking with it though. My auntie just used to let us go down there and do our thing and stay out the way, stay safe.
Yeah.
That's what we did a bunch of our shit at down the street.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What type of impact would you say Team Eastside had on Detroit, and specifically the East Side of Detroit?
Team Eastside down there responsible for like, I don't want to say it in a like I'm bragging, but like the opioid shit, like we kind of like brung it to the forefront with the lean and the pills, and cause wasn't nobody else rapping about it, and then that's like how we was getting money, you know what I'm saying? So when we started rapping about it, it was just like everybody was doing it and nobody was talking about it, so that's what kind of made us big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was reality rap, like everybody was doing it at the same time, especially Eastside niggas. A lot of Eastside niggas was getting money out of town, so when we came out making music, that's basically like what our shit was about, like out of town hustling. So
yeah,
everybody was doing it and it just blew up.
And
the strip clubs too, like had a lot to do with the 007.
Okay, yeah. Now, were you guys getting booked out of town, or were you mostly just had a buzz here in Detroit?
I say we weren't probably going nowhere but Milwaukee. We was getting booked like Milwaukee or Ohio, Flint, but nowhere like not nowhere out of town like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because it seemed like it took a while for the rest of like the country to catch on to that Detroit sound. Whereas now it's like everyone's fucking
Our
with it.
first out-of-town show was in Milwaukee. Yeah. I don't think we went nowhere like farther than Milwaukee when we first started rapping.
Yeah.
Besides Ohio, but the farthest we went was Milwaukee for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when would you say you like finally locked in with this music shit and said, all right, you know, this is what I really want to do. You know, I'm really gonna take this shit serious.
I think after my first solo CD.
What year was
After
that?
Mud Music One, probably like 2013.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when I really locked in and focused in on like my solo career, just taking rap serious, period. Because at first, like with the group shit, we was all just having fun. So when I like did my solo, they kicked me out there to like kind of like just, you know what I mean, lock all the way in.
Yeah. When did, I don't think Team Eastside broke up, right? Like you kind of just went your own separate ways, like just kind of went solo, or?
I don't say broke up. It's like after I did the solo project, then everybody like tried to, I mean, not try, everybody did a solo project and it worked for everybody individually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And once everybody got to taking off, we didn't really have time to like kind of come back collectively and just, you know, we are brothers though.
Yeah.
It's family though. It ain't no group shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Far as the group though, like it kind of slowed down, but far as we still family though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's it like being able to see Ray and Vezo like really
It's
take
crazy.
off these last couple of years?
GT, Ray, all of them.
And GT, yeah, too.
It's all of them.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling because I know where we came from. Like I said, we rapped in the basement. And first show was for $500. We all got $100 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So just to see my niggas doing this shit, you already know how I feel.
Yeah. At what point did you start Boys Entertainment then?
Oh, I think 2015.
Okay.
I think 2015, I got the LLC, maybe 2016. Up in there, I can't say the exact year, I don't remember.
Yeah. And you were the only artist on there for a while, right?
Yeah, I was the only artist till Rio.
Okay. So how did you connect with Rio?
My man KD, I had a song with him, and he was coming down here on some whole other shit we used to link with. And I was fucking with him. He let me hear a song that he was on with Rio, and I liked it, you know what I mean? And I was like, who is the guy that keeps saying all the crazy shit? You know, he like, that's Louis Ray brother, you know? So I already knew Louis Ray way before that. I've been knew Louis. So I reached out to him and I'm just like, yo, you know, I didn't know you had a brother, bring him down, you know? So when they finally came down, they came down a whole flint, probably like 20, 30 of their ass, and we've been locked in ever since. Me and Ree never left sides though, since that day. But basically, I just like reached out, told him to bring him down. He ain't had no Instagram or nothing.
Really?
So it was like kind of hard to get in touch with him, you know what I mean?
So you and Rio, it was like that friendship chemistry clicked right away?
Yeah, but when I asked him, it was like, it didn't happen right away. It took a couple months for him to come down. So when I finally seen him, then we locked in. Like we all went out that night, went to the studio and shit. Me, him, and Louis got songs and videos from back then.
Oh shit.
And we locked in basically from that day, me and Ree did.
Yeah.
Because I already knew him.
Okay. So at what point did you decide, like I know you was helping Rio out for a while before you even signed him, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say like helping him, like I just say like taking him to the studio, just kind of like guiding him, you know what I'm saying? Like showing him what I was doing. Cause I had picked him up one day and I brought him over here and shit, and I just had made a bunch of money in one day, and I was telling him like, you could do the same shit. It was like rap money, you know what I'm saying? I picked a show deposit up, then some shit at the account, and I was just showing him. Cause he never had like no Instagram or nothing. And I was like, bro, you could do the same shit.
Yeah.
And that's basically what it was, just showing him, taking him to the studio, bringing him around Ray and all them. Like, I guess if that's helping, but I ain't really like get in the studio and like do none of the physical work.
Yeah. So did he step to you, was like, you should sign me, or did you present the idea to him? How did that one come
I think
back?
it was like kind of natural, cause we was running together for damn near nobody really know, probably like a year, without even on camera. Like we was just hanging together damn near every day. Me, him, and my man Chris that's locked up, we was running together every day. So without being on camera, so it was like kind of natural when it was time to do the paperwork.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I don't know how to say it. I'm kind of like stuttering and shit. I need him to hold me down while I went to prison anyway. And he knew he had to step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? So it was the perfect timing for him anyway. So he took off. It wasn't nothing I did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I always say that though, because people be saying like, you put Rio on, or niggas ask me like, can you do what you did for Ree for me? And I be like, I ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just then discovered him. But the talent was just there. The music was there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So nothing he did while you were locked up surprised you. Like you saw that shit coming up.
No, because I seen it before him. I already seen the potential, and that's why I told Louis Ray, like, bring him to me, because I already knew. I knew if I liked it, everybody else would like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I went to jail, it was just like, he just did what I already knew he was going to do.
Yeah.
That he's still doing right now.
For sure. How's he holding up right now?
He's super. He good.
Yeah.
Real good.
Yeah, and kind of just speak on your relationship with Louis and Jay that you brought up here
Yeah,
with you
for
today,
sure.
man. Yeah.
These my niggas. These my guys, man. These the guys. These, you know, they ain't ghetto boys, but we are ghetto boys, though. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, we are ghetto boys. We all come from under the same family tree. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
this Rio brother, so it's my brother. This Louis brother, so it's my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mike, RMC Mike. You feel me?
Yeah, it seems like that Detroit, Flint, Beecher, can't leave out Beecher, man. Like that whole fucking dynamic, like y'all really be fucking with each other on some organic shit.
Cause we already knew each other. So I already knew him for years, so it's not fake. So you bring him around, it's like, all right, it's natural. We all link up. Like if you bring one of your guys around, I already knew him.
It's like we just mix, you know?
Real shit. So when you catch this case, Rio, you know, I read some of the indictment, like they was hitting you with the fucking music videos is what they were charging you with.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when they told you that's what you were getting indicted on?
Well, they ain't charged me with music videos, but I like, you know what I'm saying?
But to just even see that in the indictment, like this is what they're watching to try and plug you into.
It was crazy. Actually, I was in jail for some whole other shit. I didn't even know I was in trouble for the big shit till I walked out, you know what I mean? And the girl who came and picked me up told me, like, you know, you all over the news with these guys from your neighborhood. And I had already knew when she said it, like, I'm like, damn, they probably, you know what I'm saying, probably indicted us and shit. So I had kind of already knew, but it fucked me up when I got home and seen it, though. That's when it really hit me. Like, when I got home, I just got in the tub, took a Xanax, and just went to sleep till the next morning, and I had to deal with this shit when I woke up.
Yeah. Do you think that's fair for these courts to be able to use, like, lyrics and music videos against a rapper like that?
No, because it's like, this damn near all we got. You know what I'm saying? If we can't rap, then what the fuck we supposed to do? A lot of niggas can't, we don't play basketball or, you know what I'm saying? They taking away our art, you know what I'm saying? They did it to me first, so that's why I be feeling the way about it. It'd be damn near like, we need to damn near like stop rapping for a couple months. Like, companies can't make no money or nothing because it's fucked up. You take away niggas that's feeding hundreds of people and they doing it all the time, so it's like thousands of people. Like, what about the kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, because like you said, it's art, it's also entertainment, so it's like, where do you draw the line, you know, for where you could just say, man, this shit's just entertainment, like, and for them to try and use this shit against
I just be mad because they don't lock nobody else up, like rock and roll artists who can say, I shot the sheriff and all that shit.
Yeah, them country singers be
They
talking
don't
about
do that to them.
shooting their wife and some
But
crazy
if a
shit
nigga
like that.
say we did some shit, they gonna try to attach it to something that's going on in your neighborhood. If you popular, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I try to just not even speak on that shit because I already went through it.
Yeah,
It's a touchy situation and
absolutely.
it's real.
Yeah. So are you like more cautious now about what you rap
Hell
about
yeah.
then?
Not what I rap about, cause I ain't doing shit no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like who I be around now on camera. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's really the internet is a major thing and why a lot of people going to jail. So I just try to like limit the shit that they see or that I let people see.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm doing nothing illegal off camera and nothing like that, but you know, I just try to keep shit under the hat, you know what I'm saying? Because they only know what they see, and that's for anybody. So I just try to, like, whatever I let them see is what they see.
Yeah, no, understood. Like, do you feel like a rapper should be 2 feet into the music then? Like, if they have 1 foot in the streets, they shouldn't be rapping then?
I feel like you should be both of them, whatever you're doing, whether it's street or rap. If you're going to be street, then you need to be all the way in. And then if you're going to rap, you need to be all the way in. You can't be successful, like, you know what I mean? So I chose, when I caught my case, I chose to take rap 100% serious. So that's when I blew up, like, when I just like said, fuck it. I ain't had no money, I ain't had shit. I just like, I'm finna just try it. You know what I mean? Let me just try it. And that's when it worked for me, when it wasn't about the money.
Okay, yeah. Now, that should definitely worked out for you, but
Yeah.
So like, how would you describe those 18 months while you were away? Like,
In
were you
prison?
just like another person in there? Did they give you special treatment because of who you were, or?
I mean, it's like when you first get there, it's like that's Peezy, that's Peezy. Then when you in there, it's just like, oh, that's Peezy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nobody in jail. You ain't nobody in prison. All that celebrity shit just for 2-3 days and that shit go out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's like I ain't had no time for real. So if when you in there with these guys, they doing this time, you ain't in there acting like you just in that motherfucker just, you know what I mean? I ain't even that type of nigga anyway. So my little 18 months was laid back out the way, cool.
Okay.
I stayed on the phone a lot, smoked weed, you know. I did my time like that.
Were you rapping or writing, or was your mind just elsewhere?
I wasn't writing until I got in trouble for the phone. When I
For
went in
real?
the hole, I had to stay in that bitch for 90 days, so that's
Oh,
when I
shit.
started writing.
You ain't got nothing else to do
I
in
ain't
that.
had shit else to do.
Yeah.
I wrote my whole first album, Free Rio, in the hole.
For real?
Well, like probably like 7, 8 of the songs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was it easy for you to find beats to it then? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it was
hear a
just
lot of
like,
people say that
when
it's
I came
hard.
home, they was flooding me with beats. So I was just putting all that shit on anything. I was just rapping on shit.
Yeah.
I was putting it on there. Cause I had so many beats when I came home, and I had a lot of music, so I was just putting that shit on them.
Okay. How did your situation with Empire and Ghazi come back?
How did it come about?
Yeah.
Through my nigga Filthy Rich.
Okay.
Right after I caught my Fed case, which was right on time. It was like a blessing from God, cause I was on my way to jail, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. And he was just on the phone with Ghazi, and I think I was on the other phone. He might have been on another phone, and I was on another phone. And I'm like, who you talking to? He like, Ghazi. And I just yelled. I'm like, man, tell her to give me a deal or something. I'm fucked up. You know, I just got out of jail. And he like, all right. And Ghazi was like, all right. And it was just like, all right, like that. I swear it happened that easy. It was just like that. Nothing, like the story was just like, all right. I told Filthy to tell Ghazi to give me a deal, and he was just like, all right. So he sent me a contract for a distribution deal, you know, and I went out there. I flew out there with him, sat down, and we put a play together, you know. The rest was, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of speak about that, you know, building that relationship, because he came and, you know, picked you up from prison too.
Yeah,
you don't hear a lot of
He
CEOs.
fucked with me. Ghazi fucked with me. And before I went to prison, he came and sat on this same porch with me and was kicking it with me. You know what I'm saying? Ghazi played a major role in my career and a lot of other niggas' career from the city too. We can't take that from him.
Yeah. And I know with Empire, it's like, it's more of a partnership than you being signed, you know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
Empire because you can get them on the phone, like, versus the other, I ain't gonna say like, cause I never been to other companies, but I heard that it's like kind of hard to get into it with the CEOs and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I could call Ghazi personally. I could pull up on him, we can go out to eat. Like whatever the issue is, we can get fixed with a conversation, if it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like about it. And plus, they let me be me over there. They let me do my own thing. Like I'm really like independent over there. So they fuck with me. That's why I like them. Then they let me drop music whenever I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like it. Me though. I can't tell. I don't know. Cause you know niggas be saying they want to be independent, they want to sign. I don't know, but I'm telling you why I fuck with Empire.
Understood. Now it seemed like an all love situation over there, man, for sure. So you come home, you focus on music right away, you take some time off, or what do you do?
I mean, you know, naturally I had to come home and rap because, you know, my people, that's what I do, so. But I came home and got into shit like everybody else did. Just, you know, getting high and just doing the shit I miss doing. Shopping, fucking off, getting high and just, you know, regular shit. Then I got serious.
Okay.
I got serious after I had my fun, made some money and fucked it off, then I got locked in.
Yeah. Do you feel like the music industry and the streets compare at all, or is it completely different?
It shouldn't compare, it ain't supposed to, because this shit entertainment. And that's where a lot of us fucking up at. We bringing the street to this shit when we supposed to be doing the total opposite. It ain't supposed to compare, you know what I mean? But we making it compare, and that's where we fucking up at.
Yeah.
Once we can separate the two, we'll be all right.
So was it like an easy transition for you, you know, coming into music full time, or?
No, because I had to get in trouble first. I ain't do it till after I caught the case. You know what I mean? So it wasn't an easy transition because I haven't been rapping my whole life. I've been outside my whole life. So it was like, it wasn't easy. You know what I mean? It didn't happen till like probably like 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you kind of wish you would have took music serious before then, or does everything happen for a reason?
I'm happy. I'm happy with the process. I'm happy with the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, I'm happy with how it went.
I feel
I
that.
don't wish I would have took music serious, and I'm happy with the process.
Yeah. So, you know, you come home, Rio's got to go in soon. How much did you guys sit down and record a lot of music during those few months?
Hell yeah, I was really with him every day. That's what I was doing for real when I came home, fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Just and Louis and these niggas was going crazy, and I was with them, just catching back up on the sauce and just seeing what was going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I came home, I wasn't even rapping like me. I was just, you know what I'm saying, getting in the loop. Everybody in the world sounded like the guy, so I'm just getting in there, you know, Rio flow and just. I had to get back in the loop. I was with Rio every day.
Yeah.
So when I came home, I was with his process, and then we did that. So that's what took me so long to lock back in. Cause when I came home, I had locked right back in with bro. Cause I was like, damn, I hope I catch him before he go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, when I do get out, if I do catch him, I'm gonna spend all the time I can with him before he leave.
So you sitting on a lot of music with you and Rio right now?
I got probably about 7, 8 songs, cause we ain't do a lot of music.
Okay.
We never did. You know what I'm saying? We always just fuck around, hang out, shop, get high, talk, ride, chill. He do a lot of music. I do a lot of music, but we don't do a lot of music together. And cause I don't like to do music with Ree, cause he be fucking niggas up too bad. Cause I don't really like to rap that long, like, you know what I'm saying? And I can't rap like and say that much sweet shit. So and I tell him that like I ain't doing it, I don't do songs with him and Mike like that. For that reason.
Yeah. He be going in, man. Yeah.
No, they just be fucking niggas up on the unorthodox flow. Like it don't, you know, it's there. I don't know how to explain it. It's like 2 different genres of music.
Yeah.
We collab when we collab, but other than that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got your own different styles.
But we got music together, but just not a lot.
Okay.
Cause we don't rap together a lot. We just fuck with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's way
We
deeper
just
than
rappers.
rap. Yeah, I feel that. So what's your thoughts on like the whole Detroit music scene blowing up these last few years? You guys finally getting your right respect.
It's the time right now. It's on fire right now. It's like everybody here, we've been hot a long time. We've been blackballed for a long time. A lot of motherfuckers been, we live in a lot of other people's dream too. We responsible for a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm happy with how this shit going. It's the best time right now.
Yeah. What type of impact or influence would you say Detroit's had on the culture and on the rap scene then?
Shit, you can hear the music. You can see what's going on from the Cartier glasses to, you know what I'm saying, just even the lingo, just, we had a lot to do with the culture. We had a lot to do with the culture. And not like we saying it in a bragging way, because, you know, I think everybody take parts of different and run with their flow, but right now, Detroit is the sign. I think Detroit and Memphis got the sign right now.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
ask me.
It's hard to argue with either of them,
Yeah.
for sure. What was your reaction when you heard Future shout you out on the album?
That shit was crazy because I was asleep. You know, like when you sleep and you wake up to a bunch of missed calls, you think some crazy shit happened.
Yeah, you think the worst probably.
Yeah, so then I was in the bed too, so I couldn't pick up the phone. It's just, you know, my girl wasn't going. So when I woke up and I seen that shit, I'm like, man, what the fuck happened last night before I picked up the phone? I went straight on Instagram and it was like Future, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck? So I went on there and I listened to the song and I was like, that's crazy. But that's my nigga though. I already knew Pluto before that though, but he fucked me up with that because it caught me left field. I ain't expect it. Yeah, that turned me up a notch too.
Oh, absolutely. And the Dirk, you know, shouting out Free Rio on the song too, man. It's like, you know, you guys getting support from like some of the biggest rappers in the game. I'm sure that's motivating as well.
Yeah,
man.
we've been down a long time. You know what I mean? So it feels good to be finally getting the recognition we supposed to be getting.
Real shit, man. All right, so the new album on the way, man. Only Built for Diamond Links.
Yeah.
Explain the title first off, man.
Only built for diamond links. When you think about diamonds and where they come from, you thinking like pressure. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really know too many niggas that been through more shit than me that's still here. Like, so when I thought of the name, it was only right. Like, I only like wear diamond chains. Cause my mama told me like, you only supposed to wear shit you can see. Like, if you gonna wear diamonds, you gotta make sure you can see them. So when they see me, it's like, you gotta know the shit I've been through. You know what I mean? So it's like, only built for diamond links is basically saying only the strong survive. You know what I mean? And if you look around here, to make it from around here, you gotta be a pit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why the album called, and it's my biggest tape too.
Why do you say that? I saw you mention that
because I can feel it. I know. I studied it. It's hard to explain. That's something I had to explain to you off camera, but you gonna see.
How long have you been actually working on this project then? Or do you kind of just record and just, you know, put the songs together afterwards?
I was recording songs and just holding shit but it's like a feeling when you know it's time to drop an album. You never know when the right time is. It's like it all just gotta come together. You know what I'm saying? Of course I was dropping songs and putting shit out, but it wasn't album time. And the type of music I wasn't making me feel like it was album ready. So when I started getting the right beats and I got in my bag and I'm like, okay, this shit sound like it can go on the album. You know what I'm saying? Then I started locking in, doing 10 songs a day, 12 songs a day.
Oh shit.
That's when I knew it was time to drop a tape. You know what I mean?
So how many songs did you have to, go through to find out? I think there's 21 on there, right?
Yeah, it's 21.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 21. And we had, I think we still probably got like 20, 30 more songs or something sitting around.
Okay.
We record every day. Well, not every day. We record a lot.
Yeah. So 2 million up.
Yeah.
Like, what were you going through that day when you recorded that song?
I don't know how the fuck I made it. I remember the beat, how I got the beat. I think I had the fucking producer send me an email. It was his song. He sent me an email rapping on the beat.
He was already rapping on it?
Yeah. And I'm like, bruh, he gotta give me this beat, bro. He gotta give me this beat, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I just hit him up and I'm like, bro, I'll give you a verse for the beat. You feel what I'm saying? He like, bet. You feel me? So
It's a good trade.
I'm like, bro, you know what? Let me just buy this bitch from you. You know what I'm saying? So I just ended up buying it. And then I don't know how I made I know how the song came about, but I don't remember exactly what made me go in there and just get the saying it. I don't know exactly what the fuck, but I know what motivated it though.
Did you know it was a hit when you get done?
That I know it was, I ain't know it was a hit. I knew Build-A-Bear was, but I ain't know this one was.
Really?
I ain't know this one was. I knew they fucked with it because I played a sample and everybody kept asking about it.
Yeah.
But I ain't know it was gonna.
It's a pretty
I ain't know
popular
that shit was
sample
gonna do,
too.
like a fucking million views in some odd days like that.
Yeah, you over 2 million now in what,
Yeah,
less than
that
2
bitch
weeks?
almost at 3 million in like 13 days. I ain't know that shit was gonna do that. That
Yeah.
fucked me up. And that bitch like #1 on all genres on Apple Music.
Apple Music.
Yep.
The videos,
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't had no clue that shit was finna go that crazy.
People saying, where the audio though?
But I think that's the reason why it's going that
Because
crazy.
the audio's
too, though.
not there. They got to watch the video to see it.
But I'm happy I did it like that though because I couldn't put it out on DSPs because I couldn't clear the sample in time. I had been sitting on that shit for so long, bro. I did that shit last year.
Oh, shit.
So it was like, let me put something out because my album was supposed to come out July 15th. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I got to just put something out so they don't be on my ass. You know what I mean? So I threw that out there. And I don't know what the fuck is that shit just took off like wildfire.
Yeah. How do you feel about the sample being cleared? Are you 50-50
We finna get it
on
cleared.
it? Or?
We finna get it cleared
Okay.
though. It's finna be out in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had a meeting about that. We finna have that shit cleared. It's about to come out on
Okay.
DSPs.
Yeah, it's like you can't drop the album without
No, it
without
probably
that
ain't gonna
being
be on the
there.
album, but it's gonna
Really?
be out though. They'll be able to go get it and download it and listen to it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what about the song Nipsey Blue?
Nipsey Blue. What about it? What about it?
Like, what was the inspiration when you recorded that one?
I think the beat just down there told me what to say. The beat just was just so smooth. You just want, you know what I mean? Trying some shit, just a new flow, some swagger, just, you know what I mean? Just slowing it down, waving it out, you know what I mean? It was just the beat really.
Yeah.
Two side, and I think he collabed with somebody else. They made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see Big Sean on the album, right?
No, me and Big Sean did a song, but it ain't on the.
Okay.
Actually, that was on some other shit. Me and Hit Boy was working on.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So how did
So
that
they
come
gonna
about?
probably
Just
hold
you
on
and
to
Hit
that
Boy
for that
working?
tape.
How did that come about? Just you and Hit Boy working and
No,
Sean jumped
I think
on it?
Big Sean. I think Big Sean put him up on me. I think Big Sean put Hit Boy up on me. And then I was in LA. They called me to the studio, and Big Sean was there, and he was rapping on the beat, and he was just like, "Get on this." And when I got on, he was like, "This yours. You can have it." You know what I'm saying? He was like, I did this song for you. And I was like, good looking, bro. I appreciate that. Then me and Hit Boy did another one.
Okay.
But that was probably like last year too,
Really?
or the beginning of this year, yeah.
Okay. So what's the next video you plan to drop off the album then? You just dropped
I just dropped Hustler vs. Scammer, but I
Yeah.
can't tell you what's gonna come next though.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't tell you what's coming next, but I got like 10, 11 videos off the album shot.
Oh shit. You've been working.
Yeah.
So it's like you ready for this album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be the biggest one. I already know it is.
Yeah.
I plan for this shit. I strategically put this shit together like this so it can be the biggest. I sat back and waited so I could be the biggest right now. You know what I mean? That's how I know.
Do you have expectations when you drop? Like, do you expect
I
it to
don't
go
expect
number
nothing.
one or nothing? Or
Nah, I just know I know what's gonna happen. I know what time it is. I know what time it is. It's a big ghetto time. I sat back, so it's time now. You can tell though. They telling me like the views, the response I'm getting just letting me know what time it is. They ready for me.
Real shit. Anything else you working on for the rest of 2022?
I kind of go with I just do it, bro. I don't just I got a lot of business going on though. Behind the scenes from fuck the rap shit.
Yeah.
I got a lot of other things going on, so I don't ever go broke again. That I ain't gonna speak on. That's the important thing. I pay my taxes. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Gotta do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, that's it.
What's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now, Peezy?
You gotta be yourself, man. You gotta stand on business, you know? You gotta take this shit how I go with a grain of salt. You gotta have a fucking strong mind. You gotta have a fucking strong coat of skin for this shit, you know? And you just gotta be yourself. You gotta have fun. You can't take it too serious, and you just gotta go. You gotta go. That's about it, bro.
Yeah, wise words. What about for new artists trying to come into the game?
Same shit, same thing. Just go, be yourself. Don't take no for an answer. You know what I mean? Man, the most important thing is being yourself, though. You can't come in this shit trying to be nobody else. You're gonna get exposed later down the line. So you just gotta be yourself and just let people accept you for you. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. You know what I mean? Be yourself.
I dig that. You guys, shout outs you like to give before we wrap it up?
Shout out to the whole motherfucking ghetto, man. Free my nigga Rio, man. RP my nigga Bacon Soda Snoop. You already know what's going on. Boys Entertainment. That's it.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home, went to pick him up. Nigga killed my mans, I'm riding with a picture up. Shoot back to the crib.